Okay, so we've been learning about the rainforest for 2 days, right?
Yeah.
On Monday, we learned a little bit. We read a text about it. Yesterday, we filled out our graphic organizer. And today, we're going to dive even deeper into the layers of the rainforest. So, I have some goals here. The content objectives, we are going to state the 4 layers. You just took a pre-assessment and you told me what you think the layers are before we really dive into it, because I wanted to know what you already knew. Later, you're going to take notes on an assigned layer. I'm going to give you a layer to become an expert on, okay? You will listen for information on just that one layer, and you're going to teach us about the layer, okay? Then, we're going to talk about all the different things that make that layer unique, what makes it special. And we're going to describe them. And then in the very end, you're going to take a test like this again, an assessment, and then you're really going to show me what you know. Okay? But that's at the very end. All right, but our language objectives, what I want you to say is you're going to share your ideas with your table. Okay? But you're also going to listen to your table's ideas. It's very important to listen just as much as it is to talk. And you're going to help me make a class model on the board. So like your paper on the table, we're going to make one up here, and you're going to teach me and help me. And the last thing is I'm going to have you use words like on your paper, forest floor. Can you say that? Forest floor. Understory.
Understory.
Canopy.
Canopy.
And emergent layer.
Emergent layer.
Those are on your paper, right? You just cut them, you glue them where you thought they were. So what I want you to do now, we're going to have a little class discussion. This is where you talk to your neighbors and you listen to their ideas of why you labeled each layer what you thought it was. Talk about what you think it's like there. Talk about what the weather is like, what if you think it's hot, how much sun it gets, how much rain it gets, what kind of plants are there, and like on your paper, what kind of animals, okay? So I'm gonna have you turn and talk to your table. Ready? You guys are gonna join since we have a few absent kids. So Franklin and Robin, can you join Beckett's table? All right, I would like you to talk to your table now about what you think each layer was. Go ahead.
I think the forest floor, which is this layer, I think it is where almost all the insects and reptiles inward. Hottest because it's closer to the continent.
Do you agree? What do you think? You have the same as her? Yeah. How about you? How come you put Canopy at the top? What are you thinking? This is the top of the tree so you can get the canopy. Okay, good. I see a lot of the same animals. Good. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds.
So I think that this was there
You guys put forest floor at the bottom too? How about you put okay, top, middle, and your understory?
Yeah, they can
Looks about the same. And did everybody do the work at the top? So we have some similarities there. Good. All right, I want to call your attention back up here. Can we all come back together? All right, so you guys used this to direct your conversations, right? Raise your hand if you had some similarities. You guys had the same answers, some. Raise your hand if you had all the same. Oh, a couple. Okay. our motto. All right. Give me, let's see, anybody want to raise their hand and tell me what they thought this bottom layer was? Brooklyn.
What I heard was the forest floor.
You thought it was the forest floor? Give me a thumbs up if you agree you thought it was the forest floor.
Because it's literally the floor.
It's literally the floor, she said. You guys all agree?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put that there. I'm not going to tell you if it's right or wrong until we become experts. Forest floor, okay. What do you think the next one was, Jameson?
I think the second one was understory.
You think this one's the understory? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with Jameson. Okay? Raise your hand if you do not agree, you think it's something else. Okay, can you tell me why you think it's something else?
Because what I thought was the understory was the one above.
The one above, you think this is the understory. Okay, does anybody else agree with that? You thought this was the understory? Okay. Let's do a little vote. Raise your hand if you think this second one is the understory. Okay. Raise your hand if you think the third one is the understory. Okay, I'm gonna go with what the most votes, so I'm gonna call this understory. Okay. How about the third layer? Raise your hand and tell me what you thought the third layer was. Anna.
I think it was canopy.
The canopy? Okay, raise your hand if you think the third layer is the canopy. Okay, I see quite a few people that agree with you. Raise your hand if you thought it was something else.
That's good.
What did you think, Quinn? You thought this was the understory? Okay. We had a lot of votes for this being the canopy, so I'm just going to go with that for now. We will check our answers after you become experts with your note-taking. And the top one, Chloe.
Emergent.
Emergent, all right.
I thought it was the emergent because it's like the top, and I thought
All right.
emergent meant top.
Are we ready to become experts?
Yeah.